Is it even possible to have too much of a good thing? Someone should tell the people at Rolex that yes, it is in fact impossible to have too much of a good thing. For instance, when I was in college, my roommates and I would do something we called Ice Cream Tuesdays, because none of us were living at home anymore, so we thought it'd be funny that like on Tuesday, all we would eat was ice cream. It was fun for the first Tuesday. The second Tuesday, it was still kind of new and exciting. Third Tuesday, we all started throwing up a whole lot. The point being, you can like something and then understand that moderation. All right, guys, moderation. Jeez. We're all adults here. Shout out to the people in the chat. Donovan is here. What is going on? Guys, if you are here, please comment. Even if you're not here live, it still matters to me that you are active in the comments. So, chat, we are going to wave to the people at home. And if you're watching this, then wave back. Because I know people listen to these live streams as little itty-bitty podcast segments. And I really do appreciate that. So, what are we talking about today? Well, the newest Rolex Submariner, and I'm not even being cheeky here. The newest Rolex Submariner in 2025 is 80 millimeters. It's not a lie. It's not fake. And I'm about to show it to you right now. It's I don't know. It's a lot. It is 3:19 p.m. Let's get down to business. Chat, what are you wearing? I'm wearing a Chris Ward 12. Here we go. Yeah, see, it fits in your hand, which is wild. And for all of you people, Tony's here, what's going on? For all you people, hey, what do you mean, you people? For all of you people saying that's not a Submariner, no, it is, actually, and it has a reference number to go along with it. This is the new Rolex reference number 909010LN. It is a real Submariner. And it is 80 millimeters, and it has 0 water resistance rating. It also does not have a functional bezel. Okay, so the bezel does not actuate. That, I guess, confuses a lot of people, and they don't like it. We're going to get into more of the specifics and specs on this piece. I'm going to acknowledge the chat. We have Tony here waving. One says, let's get down to business. Max says SPV 143 on an Uncle Seiko razor wire. Donovan's wearing an F91W OD green. I actually owned that same watch. Anthony's wearing a Longines Conquest 41. Let me see. Wowza, people are saying in the chat. Yeah, so there's some very, very interesting things, and there's some things that I don't understand why people are even confused about this. So I'm going to make sense of all of this in a moment. If you couldn't tell, this is a desk clock. Okay? Rolex kind of sneakily rolled this out recently. There's confirmation from numerous boutiques that this already has a wait list. Hey, doesn't get much more legit Rolex than that. It is officially, as far as Rolex is concerned, a Submariner with a reference number of its own. This is the first Submariner, and I think probably the first Rolex, with a secular calendar, okay? This has a secular calendar. That's very, very impressive. It is quartz. It has their jeweled quartz movement. It's Annie Digital, has their 8335, okay? To turn on this rear LCD, you pull the crown out. You don't really got to set it because it is that secular calendar, so it'll just keep on ticking away. And people are there's a few complaints. The fact that you can't see the full date without taking the case back off of it, this date window does work, but it's not going to tell you the month and the year until you take the case back off. People are upset that it doesn't have the water resistance rating. People are upset that it doesn't have a bezel that can actuate. I have my own criticisms. The first one being, it should have been an egg timer. I'm not even joking about that. Like, they could have had fun with the bezel and made it an egg timer. You already have a quartz module in there, right? To do the anti-digital thing. You could have had fun with it. It should have been an egg timer. That's my first critique. The next few critiques are actually about the people complaining about this. People are saying it has to have a water resistance rating. Why? Unless your desk is on a boat. And even then, you wouldn't really need it to have a water resistance rating, because why would you want your desk on a boat to get wet? If you have a desk on a boat and it's getting wet, you've done something terribly wrong and you have bigger problems. So the water resistance rating is irrelevant. Then people are complaining about the fact that it's listed as a Submariner. They do not like that, right? Why? Why complain about that at all? The reason that this is a Submariner, okay, and the reason, what if it's on the poop deck? Dude, if you got wet poops, you got another problem also. That's some Oregon Trail shit, bro. You're gonna die of dysentery. Another big issue is, like I said, people are complaining that's a Submariner. Dude, the reason this exists, I'm gonna tell you why this exists, is because this was a marketing piece that Rolex developed initially. I guarantee you. This hasn't been confirmed, but I can guarantee it. This was something that Rolex developed to give to their ADs. I bet they made this to put on desks at Bucherer locations. And then an executive was like, hold on. Make maybe 10 more and like sell them. And then like we'll just get a bunch of people on a wait list. So why wouldn't you have a flagship model, your most recognizable watch, nay, the most recognizable watch in the world, as its design? So people all confused about why is it a Submariner? Dude, because this is a marketing piece that is showcasing one of the most recognizable watches in the world, specifically the Rolex Submariner, which is Rolex's flagship model, whether you like it or not. Oh, why doesn't it have a water resistance rating? Dude, because you're not wearing it on your effing wrist, bro. Look, dude, do you know how dumb it sounds for you to be complaining enough about this that I am defending Rolex over this clock costs $10,000, which is 93% of what a actual brand new sub costs, MSRP. And there's a wait list for this. And I'm defending it because your complaints are the wrong complaints. Who cares that it doesn't have a water resistance rating? Who cares that it has the Submariner name and reference? It should. The fact that it doesn't have an actuating bezel, I don't care about that, other than it's a missed opportunity for them to make that into an egg timer. That's really what it is. It should have been a glorified egg timer, but I don't know. And the fact that it's a secular calendar is pretty cool. But I guess people are upset that you have to take the case back off to read it. Dude, this is, if you're in a position where you can afford a $10,000 desk clock, then this is just a little tchotchke that you have that's kind of like a little conversation piece that you fidget with when you're talking big numbers to another rich person. It's really not much more than that, guys. But this is a perfect example of why the watch world is retarded. I'm just going to say it. And I can say that because I suffer from a neurological condition that slows me down. So by definition, I am retarded by the actual definition of the word. I am slowed down. Man, this thing looks big. I think it's really cool, actually. Would I spend $10,000 on it? No. Would I get put on a wait list for it? No. But who cares that you have to take the case back off? Who cares that it's Annie Digital and it has their jeweled quartz movement? Who cares? Oh my god, it doesn't have a water resistance rating. Oh my god, it's referenced as a sub. Oh, dude, you're not going to get one anyway, so why are you bitching about it? I don't know, am I missing something here? I think it's cool, dude. Like, am I missing the terrible thing here? You know what I am not aware of, and which no article has brought up, is if the loom works. That's actually what matters to me. Does this actually have the loom? Because if it has effective loom, then that's even cooler. If it doesn't have loom, then that's something to complain about. Not the water resistance rating. If this thing's getting wet, bro, you're big mistake, dude. So, anyway. The only way this thing's getting wet is if you spill your expensive Cavassier all over it. That's literally the only way this thing is going to get wet. YouTube cut the feed, of course. Bop, 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 bop. I mean, there's another way it gets wet, probably, but I'm going to be doing a live stream. Just so everybody knows, right when I'm done with this, I'm going to be doing another live over on my other channel. There is one other way that this thing gets wet on your desk, but I'm not going to say it here. I'm going to say it over on my other channel, Everything is Gay, my podcast. I'm going to be doing a little itty-bitty live stream over there. But yeah, you guys can comment below what you think about this. Honestly, my criticism is more over the people that are criticizing this because I think it's idiotic to complain about. It's a marketing piece. Big deal. You're probably not going to get one anyway. So, whatever. All right. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I will catch you tomorrow, guys. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. Always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it.